Welcome. Let's continue, children. Suddenly the lights went out. So shift that suddenly to the end. Did the lights go out suddenly? Did the lights go out suddenly, or didn't the lights go out suddenly? She learned to read and write French. Did she learn to read and write French? Did she learn to read and write French? Here, to is there, so present is form only. Didn't she learn to read and write French? Didn't she learn to read and write French? Then, the two brothers do a number of odd jobs to earn a living. The two brothers do a number of odd jobs to earn a living. Do the two brothers do a number of odd jobs to earn a living? The first one which I wrote do, that is verb. Helping verb. This do is verb itself. Here, this is verb. No helping verb is there. So I had to write helping verb as this is plural and this sentence is in present tense. I had to write do. Do the two brothers do. This is verb. This is verb. Do or don't the two brothers do a number of odd jobs too? Got it? Both are right. Lucia wanted to become a singer. Did Lucia want to become a singer, or didn't Lucia want to become a singer? It's easy. Fred's father owned a ship. Did Fred's father own a ship? O-W-N, not E-D. Did Fred's father own a ship? Or didn't Fred's father own a ship? Many children like to play cricket. Did many children like, not E-D, like to play cricket? Or didn't many children like to play cricket? She had peace and joy in her life. Had is verb here, past tense. So, didn't she have peace and joy in her life? Or did she have peace and joy in her life? Be very careful while you get do or have as verb. So, here had is verb here, past tense form, so did should be used. Did she, and the present is the form of the verb. Did she have Why not has? Did she has? Sorry. Did she has? It should be has because she is singular. Did she has peace and joy? Or didn't she has peace and joy in her life? Got it? So this has because she is singular. If it would have been plural, any other word, other noun, then it is have. Got it? Yeah. This is with the meaning of possess, not helping verb. This means possess. She had, I have, she has. Next, WH questions, WH question words. Frame questions so as to get the underlined words as answer. They sing songs to encourage the reason. They sang songs to encourage athletes. Here, underlined word is. So, the question word should be of reason. So, for reason, which word should be used? Why? Yes. Why did they sing songs? Again, as help. This is in simple past, helping verb. Sorry, did is used. Why did they sing songs? As did is there, V1 form is used. Got it? This I repeat it again and again so that let it cling in your mind and let not you forget anything. The mayor was trembling. The person. Who was trembling? Who was trembling? The king collected more revenue by taxing his people. The way. How? How did the king collect more revenue? How did the king collect more revenue? Got it? Babu's wife found it very strange. Babu's wife related. So, person. Whose wife found it very strange? Whose wife found it very strange? Dr. Zakir Hussain was elected the President of India. Year. When? When was Dr. Zakir Hussain elected the President of India? Was is there. So, when was Dr. Zakir Hussain elected the President of India? We become prejudiced against others because we know nothing them. Reason. Why do we become prejudiced against others? Why do we become prejudiced against others? Remember, in WH questions, we are not supposed to change the sentences, questions into negative forms because it's very odd presentation, that's why. A book is the most astounding invention of man. What? Subject. What is the most astounding invention of man? A policeman was directing the traffic. Person. Who was directing the traffic? Who was directing the traffic? World Heart Day is celebrated on 24th September. When is World Heart Day celebrated? When is World Heart Day celebrated? We learn to write by continuous practice. Yes, presentation. How? How do we learn to write? How do we learn to write? Scientific knowledge shows how things really work. What shows how things really work? They went to the park yesterday. Please, where did they go yesterday? Where did they go yesterday? If any sentence is not there, which I discussed here in your textbook, consider that is extra exercise. If any extra sentences are there in your text, try to do by yourself. If can't, approach me. Error identification. As I told, errors. Errors may be of tense, subject-verb agreement, tense, subject-verb agreement, or number. It's not so. What is it, number? Order of the words. Sometimes spellings. So these are the main 5 types where these errors occur. Tense, subject-verb agreement, number, order of the words, spellings. Got it? And, next. Articles and prepositions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got it? Yeah. You should find out where the sentence is wrong and correct it. That is your work. So, anyhow, the error may be within these categories only. So, be very careful to know. Nile is the longest river in the world. What is the mistake? Article, right? What is the mistake in article? When we use article the before a superlative degree word. So longest is a superlative degree word. So Nile is the longest river in the world. The Invisible Man is an interesting story. Again article. What's wrong here? Interesting word starts with vowel sound. So an interesting story. The Invisible Man is an interesting story. A man built a house and the house was on the bank of a river. A man built a house and the house was on the bank of a river. Man built a house, okay. Then the house. Why? Because that particular house is referred there. A man built a house and the house was on the bank of a river. The man built the biggest building in the town, the biggest building, because again, superlative degree word. Sheep pray every morning. Wrong. Why? Simple present, every morning. So, she is third person singular, so she prays every morning. Dhara was born at a village, in a village, at home. Dhara was born in a village. Children likes sweets. Wrong, because number. Children plural, so like sweets. The woman worked from morning till evening. The woman works from morning to evening. Two mistakes. Morning to evening. From morning to evening. From and to. Where he was born. Again the word order. Where was he born? As this is a question, subject should come next to the helping verb. My friend returned back from Mysore. What's wrong here? Repetition. My friend. Return means coming back. Then again back is not needed. My friend returned from Mysore. Now, let us enter to the world of pronouns. What is a pronoun? Word used instead of a noun. Why? Again, to avoid repetition. Pronoun is a word used instead of a noun to avoid repetition. So why the repetition should be avoided? To beautify the language. When you come out of your house, maybe to college or a function or anywhere, won't you dress up to some extent? Why? We should beautify ourselves to look, to present ourselves in the society little bit dignified way, right? And the language also should be perfect. And it should also be beautified to give a pleasant look. A pleasant look means pleasant presentation. Pleasant presentation. What all help to this pleasant presentation of a language? First of all, the words we use. Next, the accent. Next, the way of presentation. It's not so. Next, the density of word. Right? Sun rises in the east. Fine, sun rises in the east. Sun rises in the east like a golden ball. Golden ball. So how beautiful, we can imagine the sunrise. It makes us to please by listening those words. The person beautified the language by adding a figure of speech. Not only using figure of speech, instead of repetition of a word again and again. For example, when you listen or when you hear the politicians speak, every politician has a particular word which he repeats in his speech again and again. Normally all people, each and every one has a particular word which he repeats again and again. While teaching also, right? Somebody uses. Did you understand? Somebody, maybe myself, use. Is it clear? Somebody use. So, is there. But this, in speech, if it used again and again, it becomes so hectic that we name him by that name at all. It's not so. So, to avoid such repetition which makes some disturbance to the listener, we use some other words which mean the same. In sentences, to avoid the repetition of nouns, we use pronouns. Rama went to forest. He went to forest along with his wife Sita and brother Lakshmana. Instead of that, we can say Rama went to forest. Rama went along with Rama's wife Sita and Rama's brother Lakshmana. How odd it is to listen, right? So, pronouns are used to instead of a noun, in the place of a noun, to avoid a repetition. Avoiding repetition is to beautify the language. Here, in this class, we are going to learn about the types of pronouns. So many types of pronouns are there. Demonstrative pronouns, indefinite pronouns, interrogative pronouns, distributive pronouns, and reciprocal pronouns. So, yeah. For example, here, in a sentence, if the pronoun that represents for the words for which they stand is called as demonstrative pronoun. For example, this, that, and all, they are called demonstrative pronouns. This, that, those, these. These pronouns are called demonstrative pronouns. They qualify the nouns or pronouns which immediately follow them, the words. For example, I like this picture but not that one. Such also. Such also. These are demonstrative pronouns. Next, indefinite pronoun. Indefinite pronoun. We are not pointing any particular number. For example, so one does not know which medicine he had to take. That means here one means any person, indefinite. which is not indefinite. One don't know, or one should be very careful while riding a vehicle. One should be very careful while riding a vehicle. Here one is a number, of course, but it's a pronoun also. None of his friends have come forward to help him. None of his friends have come forward to help him. So, none here, no one means not any particular definite person we have mentioned. So, it is also indirect. Nobody, nothing, something. Something, none, in these words, in these pronouns, indefinite, in these pronouns, nobody, some, something, none, anybody, few, everyone, many, all. In these pronouns, we are not going to mention any particular person or any particular people, group. It's not so. We are not going to mention anybody particularly. Maybe group or maybe more or maybe single. But these are pronouns which represent an indefinite noun. Got it? Nobody is lazy here. Nobody is lazy here. I didn't mention any of a particular person. Nobody is lazy here. Give some suggestions. Something is better than nothing. Even nothing also. None. None of you failed. Anybody. Anybody can answer. Only few have submitted the notes. Every one of you are excellent. Many of you might have been interested in medical field. All of you should get distinction. Got it? I didn't mention any one of you students. Did I mention? No. All these words refer to students, you students only, but I didn't mention any. So, these are indefinite pronouns. Got it? Yes, I'll continue in the next class.